This degree is saying to have pointed focus, the unicorn. The forehead is the seat of imagination and intuition, and that what we focus on eventually, it may take time, but eventually it goes out into the world and it becomes. Hello, welcome back. We're continuing on with Libra and Aries. Today we're on 20 Libra Aries, and we're going to shake it up a little bit. Today we're going to start with the stones. So let's start with Libra. Libra 20, violet spinel. It reduces feelings of isolation from any social group, colleagues, and family. It's a healer of the entire body. It removes deep-seated pain. It helps your skin and your hair. It promotes healing of paralysis in the lower body. It aids in circulation issues in the legs. Detoxes blood, helps maintain your beliefs and ethics, values, acts as a shield against nastiness. It's a beautiful, almost like a glass, has a glassy feel, but it's violet color. And it's just gorgeous. There's a lot of information about violet spinel. If Libra 20, October 12, around that area is strong for you, you may take a look at that stone. And again, you don't have to own the stone in order to benefit from the healing of it. You can see one on the internet, take an image search of violet spinel, just take a look at it, and the stone's energy comes through the image. Okay, let's take a look at the stone for Aries 20. It is rhodochrosite. RHODOCHROSITE. It's a rosy red color. It reflects the soft, sweet nature of those born in September and October, so it's a Libra stone. It emits love and compassion, encourages you to have a positive outlook. It stimulates love and passion while energizing your soul. It opens up your heart, improves self-worth, soothes emotional stress. It lifts depression. So both of these are really beautiful stones. Today's a happy day with these symbols and these stones. Since I'm on Aries 20, we're going to start here. A young girl feeding birds in the winter. Streets littered with many colors of confetti. An empty courtyard. A young girl feeding diamonds to a flock of baby phoenixes. By intuition, a healer chooses the proper remedy. So this is the final step in this block of 5, and the entire 5 has been all about blocking yourself from negative energy. And here is kind of the outcome, but it's also a crossroads, that if you want to remain soft and loving and giving in a world that you need protection from, you have to honor who you are. You have to create spaces within so that you can do that. Otherwise, you can become very hardened. And I personally have struggled with this. My birthday is, I'm in Libra, so I can relate to this. It's the transmutation of life into love. It's also a time of year when we're heading into winter. This talks about dumping seasonal depression by focusing on what we love to do. Young girls feeding birds, that's a very innocent image. Confetti. So taking on life in a way where you're always celebrating. If you're going into the dark and you just embrace that it's wintertime, it's what happens every year, and you know spring always comes. Knowing your own heart and knowing what your own inner child needs, just foster that during the time when it's darker. I know that during the winter, I go more towards working with fiber art. It just makes me happy to be able to work with yarn and with fabric and quilting, things of that nature. And if you know this about yourself, if you know that, okay, instead of being sad that you can't be out doing other things, you just put a different hat on and say, well, okay, today I'm gonna take a look at my yarn stash, or whatever it is that makes your inner child happy, and you prepare yourself to move in that direction. And it makes it easier than focusing on seasonal depression in the winter, especially a time of when families generally get together, or not, or when you're missing loved ones. So if you slow down and you embrace doing repetitive things, I mean, like needle punching, it's just one after another, but in doing it, you create a beautiful design simply, and you end up with things that you can have for your house. You can have rugs and all kinds of things. This stretch of 5 degrees says, and we always have this, but this one specifically speaks to the best way to get rid of negativity and to set yourself up for the next phase that we're heading into, is to ask yourself, what makes me happy? If you really love to read, then embrace reading. If you really love to sew, or to, whatever fill in the blank, fill it in. I used to play guitar and I don't anymore. Well, do it. Why don't you? Another message here is to embrace death, and that can be actual loved ones, but it can also be, okay, I just finished this one project, celebrate it, but then clear space so that you can be ready for the next one. So that's the confetti and the empty courtyard, is honoring and celebrating what has passed, but then being open to what's coming. Okay, that's Aries. Let's take a look at Libra 20. A Jewish rabbi in a tiny room full of manuscripts and books performing his duty. In a lush, dark forest, a unicorn prancing. A man with a single horn coming out of his forehead. A jester, clowns, and musicians entertaining revelers. People are learning just by being in close proximity to a great teacher. This degree is saying to have pointed focus. The unicorn, the forehead, is the seat of imagination and intuition, and that what we focus on eventually, it may take time, but eventually it goes out into the world and it becomes manifest. And that can be in many ways, but it's saying be careful what you are pointedly thinking about, because our thoughts are important. They do become reality, and to have pointed focus, it's a choice with this 5 degrees. In order to go in the direction that you want to go, point towards happiness. If you think about the imagery, a rabbi, he's in a small space, he's surrounded with manuscripts and books, and he's digging out the truth. And he's doing it in a very focused, ritualized, regimented way. So whatever it is you love, go at it like that. Do it with focus, do it with reverie, and do it, if we take a look, the middle ground with Aries, do it in a childlike way. What would a little girl want to study? What within me can I study and do and focus on that will help get rid of depression? Yes, things are going to happen and they're going to upset our apple carts, but if we remain true to what we are and what makes us happy, those upsets are easier to weather. We have more stability in our life. We have more, we don't feel so battered about. Dancing has been a major theme here. So moving around, move your body. If you know that this time of year you feel a little more achy or whatever it is, fill in the blank, then move your body and do it in the way that's good for you. If all you can do is sit in a chair right now, there are chair exercises. If you need to stretch, you don't have to go out and join a gym. You can, obviously, but if you live in an area where that may not be possible, or for whatever reason, you do what you can where you are. And if that's yoga, stretching, if you don't like that word, stretch, just say stretching. Moving your body appears to have been a major theme with this stretch of 5. Having fun. Taking the choice that you have. That's, in this life, some things we may not have control over, but we absolutely have control over what we think, what we dream of, what we focus on. And to take that power, the power of your imagination, and use it in a way that directs it towards what you do want and not what you don't want, and you will get more of that. So that's what I have for you today. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Please leave a comment if you have had a dream specifically about it, if these degrees are strong for you, if you have any thoughts on this stretch of degrees or this particular one. We would love to hear it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and take care till next time. Bye for now.